Today we are going to start the second chapter of Pandas, which is selection and filtering. So in last chapter we learned what is Pandas, how to load the data, how to export data, and different methods like head, tail, info, describe, shape, and data types. Today we will learn many things about selecting data and filtering. Whenever you want to work with data, first thing you would do is select the data you want to work with. So for any data work, selection is one of the fundamental thing. So in Pandas, selection is done with many ways. Here the most basic one is the attribute method, the indexing operator, and the accessory operator. First thing, I'm going to import the Pandas library. Import Pandas as PD. After that, I'm going to read the CSV file as Titanic for pd.read underscore CSV. Last time I got the data from the link. This time I have the data as CSV file in my folder, so I am using the file name to directly import the data into Pandas. Let's check the data first. Titanic.head. Yeah, here we have got the Titanic data as a data frame, and simply if we type the Titanic, we get the first 5 and the last 5 rows of our data frame. So when it comes to selecting data, as I have said, there are 3 methods. First one is the attribute method. In Pandas, we access the features of an object. For example, if we have a card, we can access its features model like card.model, or it is feature color like card.color. As every object has different attributes or features, and we can access them. Similarly, columns of a data frame work same way as features or attributes of a card. For example, let's see an example like Titanic.age. If we run this, we get the age column. Here you can see we have the age column in the Titanic, and we can access it with this attribute dot age. So simply I can say that using the PD dot column to get the attribute of the data frame. Here we are accessing series of a data frame. This way we can access any column or series from a data frame. Like if we want to access the name column, we can access it directly with Titanic.name. If we run this, we get the name column. So this was the first method, which is the attribute method. Next one is the indexing operator. Indexing operator is a native to Python. It is used to access the data from a dictionary. It works the same way in the Pandas as well. You can think of Pandas data frame as a dictionary, and it works pretty the same way as does the dictionary. So using indexing operator, you can access the data from a data frame like this. To get here is the name column of the data frame, and similarly if we want to get the first value from the name column, we can do this by Titanic name 0 to get the first value of the name column. If we run this, here we have got first value. This way you can select or you can get any value from the data frame by using the indexing operator. Here with first operator we are getting the column, and with second indexing operator we are getting that particular row. So the another method is accessory operator. Pandas got its own operators to deal with the data selection. They are useful for all the advanced data processing. They are iloc and log. One thing that is different with accessory operators is they are row first and column second, opposite of what we do in native Python, which is column first and row second. So we have two operators in accessory operators. One is iloc and the second one log. First one is index based selection, which is iloc. That means selecting data based on its numerical position in the data. For example, iloc, if we run this cell, we get the first row. What if we want to access the first column? Not so easy, but we can get it. Titanic.iloc, run this cell, I got the first column. So what if I want to get the name column? So if I want to get the name column of the Titanic data set, how do I get that here? Which is, I think, name column 0 1 2 3 4, which is our fourth column. I can get it with by selecting our rows and the fourth. To get the fifth column of the data frame, it is used to get the so this way I got the name column of the data frame. Now you may be thinking about the colon that I have used here. What does it mean and what is this function? So the colon operator inside bracket works as everything or range depending upon the usage. And the above code, it works as everything, and it means select all rows, because iloc and log function, it is row first. So that means before the comma it is row and after the comma it is column. So before row I put in column, which means select all the rows and the fourth column. To get the names of just first 5 passengers. How do I get that? Titanic.iloc. Here I got the first 5 passengers with this method with the iloc operator. What if I want to get the more data of the passengers? I can do it easily, like Titanic.iloc. Here I'm selecting from 10 to 15, and here I got the from 10th to 14th rows and column from name to age. You can do the above operation with the list as well, like .iloc. You can use the range values or you can use the list values. Both work the same way. If you want to select the data, like a range of data, you can use the range values or you can use the list as values. What if I want the data from last rows? Yeah, I can do that easily with the negative indexing. Negative indexing starts counting backwards from the last, like last one, second last, third last, and so on. So you don't have to feed the exact indexes to get the last rows. Like So with this method, with the negative indexing, I got access to the last 5 passengers in the data set. If I want to check it, we can do it easily with Titanic.tail, and we can see that here the data is similar loc, which is label based selection. So that means selecting data based on its index value, not its position. For example, Titanic dot log. Here I'm not giving the index, rather I'm using the label of the column name to get the data. I have got first row from the name column. If I want to get the full name column, I can do it easily with the log function. The name column, this is how I do it with the label based selection. If I want names of the first 5 passengers, I can do it easily with the log, like here are our first 5 passengers. If I want more information, I can do it to get more information of our data. It is easy with the log function by using the labels rather than the index. You know, a label based indexing is powerful with the labels and indexes, and index is not immutable, so we can change the index of a data frame for our own convenience. For that, we use the set index method, like Titanic.set index. We can use name column as an index for our data frame. If I now run this, now you can see name column is now our index. Why? Because it makes the selection easy with this method. So now if I want to select a particular data, I can do it easily with the label, like if I want this passenger, I can do it easily, get the details of this passenger. Here I have got all details related to this passenger. Now you don't have to know the index of a passenger to find it. You can use it as name instead. That is the power of value based indexing in Pandas. And finally, to drop the index, we can use the reset method. Very often we don't need all the data, rather we want specific piece of data, like subset of a data set, maybe data which belongs to a certain country or range or a particular demography. For that, we use the conditional logic to select the data from a data frame. Suppose that we're interested in male passengers only, we can check if the passenger is male or not. For example, Titanic here. With this, I got a series. This can be then used inside the log to select the data. This way I have filtered the data based on this one condition. What if we want to know the male passengers who are older than 30 years? We can use the ampersand, combine the two conditions. It works like and in native Python. Like So here our data contains always passengers who are older than 30 years. But if we want to know the passenger who are older than 30 whether or not they are male, we can use the pipe operator to combine two conditions. It works like OR in native Python. So we use the pipe operator for OR condition and ampersand for the AND condition. So in summary, we learn three ways of selecting the data in a data frame: the attribute method, index operator, and access operator, which is loc and iloc. Then we learn manipulating indexes with the set index method, and finally used conditions to filter the data. That was all about today's lesson.